Hello and welcome to Sports Now. Today we got a lot to talk about. How about the NL Central? Colin, what do you think that's going to be like?
Well, I think the NL Central is a really close division right now with the Brewers only one game back from the Reds, and the Cubs aren't that far behind. They're only 6 games behind the Brewers.
Anything to add, Jamie?
I just think that the Brewers, they're really close to getting to the Reds. I mean, the Brewers and the Reds probably have to be one of the biggest competitions in here, and I'm just ready to see that.
Well, I think the Reds can hold it if they get a good pitcher and De La Cruz keeps up his work. Also, how about the AL Central? What do you think about that?
Well, the AL Central is pretty close too, but the top team in that is only at 500, so it's a really bad division. But I think the Twins and the Guardians are going to keep battling.
What about you, Jamie?
Well, I just think that the Twins and Guardians are probably the big the big teams of that division. I don't think the White Sox, Tigers, or Royals can probably keep up since they got a lot of work to do and some rebuilding for the upcoming seasons.
Well, it looks like we have some breaking news. Cubs trade Nick Madrigal back to the White Sox for Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez. Colin, this is huge. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm surprised that the White Sox traded Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez for one player who isn't really that good of a hitter, too. I mean, he can run and field, but his hitting isn't that well.
This could completely turn the Cubs around. They had a lot of star power at the beginning of the season, but we're struggling to find a way. Maybe AL competitor for the MVP that could help the Cubs. What do you think, Jamie?
Well, I think that probably has to be a really good trade, and I mean it's really damaging to the Chicago White Sox because they traded one of their best players, and now they just got Tim Anderson, who hasn't even hit a home run yet this season yet, and they're just downgrading. And probably after that trade, the Cubs are more expected to be in at least wild card qualifying.
The Centrals of both conferences just got crazier. Well, I think for me personally, I just think that the race will be now more leaning towards the Cubs, and it'll be up to the Brewers and the Reds to try and keep up their lead against the Cubs. Well, thank you for listening to Sports Now. We'll catch you next time. I couldn't tell.